What is going on, guys? It is Parker here, finally bringing y'all another video. Now, a couple videos back, I compared 4 of my subs that I had reviewed that were just under that $200 mark, and I said that out of those, this sub right here was the very best sub for under $200, at least out of those 4. Now, this is the American Bass XFL. Again, really awesome sub. I loved it. This is the one I've been using personally for a good while now, and it's been a great sub. But y'all said that there is a better sub that I could pick up that is right under that $200 mark that is supposedly better than this sub. So what did I do? I went and picked it up for y'all. So we're going to be taking a look at that. It is the Dark Audio DKI. Oh, let me tell you what, guys. For $189, this thing is heavy. Let's get into it. I just purchased this from Dark Audio about a week ago. Now, I paid $189 for this. Now, since then, they decided they might as well just go out of business. So they had a big sale. So I maybe could have got this cheaper, but when I went back on there and I heard about the sale, they were already completely sold out of the DKIs. So if y'all want to get one, you're going to have to find it somewhere because they are out of the 12-inch DKIs. And they're not going to be making any more, unfortunately. But fortunately for me, I was able to pick one up. We have another Dark Audio sticker, or decal. And then in here, what everybody wants to see is this big old beautiful sub. Let's get it out of here. Alright, here it is. Take a look at this. This thing is heavy. Very heavy sub. I'd say a little bit heavier than the American Bass. But of course, not weighing them right here. But very cool looking sub. Got kind of a scar look to it. Well, anyway, let's get a little closer look up at it. Alright, guys, take a look at this monster. Really nice cast aluminum baskets, big old terminals, big old motor. Very cool. Look at the size of that thing. That's what you want. That is a big old motor. You got a big old fat center cap. This thing is like really sticks out. Very cool. Really nice. It's more than a high roll surround. It's not quite a mega roll surround, but definitely more than a high roll surround. Should be able to get the lows pretty well, as you would expect. Very stiff. Just look at that. Look at that surround, guys. You know this is going to get low and get nasty. Let's get a little closer look up at it here. That center cap is fat. And again, stiff as a rock. I know some people say that doesn't matter. I don't really care if it does or doesn't matter, but there are some people that want to know, so I'm going to tell them. Big old motor. We have a nice red spider in there. We do have dual spiders. And we have dual tinsel leads going to each coil. I'm sorry this camera's not focusing. This camera is just not doing a great job anymore. So here is Dark Audio's website. You can see they're having the sale, and it was $109 on the sale. But of course they are all sold out. But let's go through here and just take a look at some of the specs. They have a 30-day warranty since, again, they are going out of business. So this is their 1000 watt RMS sub, and I believe that is a conservative rating. We have 4-gauge spring-loaded push terminals, which I really like. 3 different points of cooling in the motor. We have a black die-cast aluminum frame. Oversized dual round tinsel leads. Now I will say they don't really look oversized to me. We will compare them to the American Basses, and you'll see they're smaller than the ones on the American Basses, but they still should be plenty big for, you know, what the sub is going to do. We have a 225 ounce Y35 grade magnet, high roll surround, non-pressed paper cone, 2-layer Nomax spider, black ceramic coated 3-inch 4-layer copper voice coil, heavy duty triple joint, and they got peak power 2000 watts, RMS power 1000 watts, and they have the recommended RMS power rating really to be kind of between at 750 to 1500 watts, so really going to be able to take some power. And then for a box, about 1 to 1.5 cubic feet sealed and 2 cubic feet ported to 32 to 35 hertz. Now my box is about 2.7 cubic feet and it's tuned to 32 hertz, but that'll still work. We'll get the job done. It's your mounting depth and whatnot. Now we have the dual 2 ohm. So our FS on this thing is 26 hertz. So that is awesome. Now we have 35 millimeters of peak-to-peak excursion. You can see all the others. Our SPL, or sensitivity, is 84.6 dB. So yeah. Okay, so as we mentioned, this has a 3-inch 4-layer voice coil. It is the black ceramic coated. The voice coil in this looks a lot like the one in the American Bass. It's also a black ceramic coated voice coil. Alright guys, well here's a look at both subs. We are going to compare them, since a lot of people did say that the DKI was going to be a better sub than the American Bass XFL. So yeah, we're going to compare them right here kind of head to head and see what we think. Now I have made a full review of this American Bass. Go check it out on my channel. I'll show it playing and whatnot in that video so you can kind of hear it compared to this one. I'll of course be playing this one in this video. But let's kind of take a look and see maybe the pros and cons of each. So looking at both of these, they both have high roll surrounds. This one is a little bit fatter than this one, but this one has the kind of cool rib surround to give it a little bit of strength. They both have double stitching. This one has a little smaller center cap and it's stiff, but it's got a little bend to it. Whereas this one, I mean, I really cannot even about crease that thing, never mind bend it. So center cap wins on that one. As for the paper cone, this one's stiff, but there's definitely a little bit of bend to it. But about the same for this one. So both the cone materials feel about the same. They both look about the same. They both kind of got the same kind of coating over the top. So I would say there they both tie. Moving on down, they both have cast aluminum baskets. Moving down from there, they both have dual spiders. Next up we have the leads. This one has, of course, 8-gauge direct leads going to it, which a lot of people like. Now for me, I don't like it just because it's a lot easier just to stick a wire in there since I swap out subs so much. But either way, this has got, you know, really nice 8-gauge leads on it. This has got really nice terminals. We got plenty of room to, you know, fit wire in there. They're big and easy to use. So I would say they both seem to tie there. Now the one place where the American Bass wins is going to be the tinsel leads. If we look at those, I mean, they're good tinsel leads. They're pretty thick, but when you go over here to the American Bass ones, I don't know if you can tell on video, but the ones on the American Bass are really a whole lot thicker. It's not a dramatic change, but they are definitely beefier leads. And since these are both the same price point sub, I'm going to say the leads on the American Bass win. Now last up we have the motors. Now this has a 120 ounce motor. This has a 125 ounce motor. Okay guys, well there you have it. That is both subs. My opinion, at least from this point, is that, again, this one isn't really that much better than this one. It's not substantially better like people seem to make it out to be. Still a really, really good sub, but at least, you know, specs and build wise, doesn't seem to be a whole lot better. But what really counts is how it performs. So we're going to get it in the box, and then we're going to see how does it sound and how does it hold up compared to the American Bass XFL. Anyway, let's get her in the box.
I'm feeling like I took a perk, I'm at a loss for words. It's like I smoked a pound of herbs, so on a circle started I have a bird. Can't even.
Alright guys, we're going to be doing a 35 Hertz test tone, and since for the American Bass we used the one off YouTube from Sonic Electronics, we're going to use that one again. We have the volume on 32, and we have it down there, so let's see what it'll do. Okay, so at 35 Hertz we got a 141.9. So a little bit less than we got with the American Bass at 35 Hertz. That being said, this is a totally different amp, and it's set differently, and I definitely don't have it cranked as much as I could on the amps end, just because I don't particularly want to blow this sub, since I don't really know what it can fully do yet. But yeah, that is what we got. Let's keep everything at the same volume and do a test at 40 Hertz and see what that does. Okay guys, so a little bit lower here at 40 Hertz. If I had the volume up really any louder, you could hear it mechanically maxing out. So again, it does seem to be a little more of a low friendly sub. Could probably get it a little bit louder, but I'd have to tamper with the gain. So yeah. Okay, we are now going to put it through a sweep, and we'll see what we can max out on there, and I'll try to tell y'all kind of where it looks like it maxes out. Okay, so with the sweep, we got 142.5, which is pretty good considering my port is tuned at 32 Hertz. And that was, I think it was around like 37 or 38 Hertz where it really seemed to peak on my box. So, yeah, pretty impressive. Now on the American Bass, I got it to 145 Hertz, but that was with having my port as short and as tuned as high as it would go. I'm not doing that here. So, yeah. At the port being tuned at 32 Hertz, we really did pretty dang good. Alright guys, well, there it is. You all heard it. Sounds pretty dang good. I will say, it does seem to get a little bit lower than the American Bass sub. Just hit those low notes a little bit better. Not incredibly noticeable, but there definitely were some times where I really could tell. So, that's pretty cool. You know, give it a thumbs up on that. Another thing is, I played this thing for quite a while, and like I just barely started to smell it at the very end. So yeah, not a very stinky sub. But yeah guys, if y'all are wondering if I think this is better than the American Bass XFL, I honestly really can't say. It has a few perks, and the American Bass has a few perks. I wouldn't say it's a ton better than the American Bass. But yeah, both are great subs. I'd pick either one of them up, whichever one y'all prefer. Again, assuming you can even find the DKI since they are selling out. Anyway guys, that was my review of the Dark Audio DKI thank y'all so much for watching. In the comments below, let me know what you want me to review next. Maybe I'll pick it up and do just that. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. More videos to come soon.